Welcome. So, I don't know, maybe you didn't see it because it wasn't uploaded for a long time, but I made a video about the new pet, the Auric Warhound, and how he performs in comparison to the Golden Rock, because I saw some synergy, but I had still some questions unanswered to really say if it's actually better than the Golden Rock or not. And now I have those answers, and now we can do a bit more of testing to see if you should stop working on the Golden Rock or not. Okay, so yeah, let's go straight to the page, but bear in mind I will have to be swapping a bit to the game and to a web page because there are some synergies we need to talk about. So here we are with the Auric Warhound. Okay, we're gonna try like the main like if we check with Neya, it's actually a crack pet. Okay, like 700 DPS is absolutely insane. So it's a super strong pet with the new caps. The real question is if you can use this with Emyris. Okay, because Emyris has some rage engine. Okay, mainly it's called the passion buff, which is what the Golden Rock benefits from. But if we check the DPS, this is the maximum the Golden Rock has, is 405 versus 700. Okay, 700 because we have 2 target counts because the pet is AoE. If we take one, it's still like it's literally still more single target DPS than the Golden Rock, which is kind of crazy to me. But yeah, so what findings did I get? At this point, I don't think it's better than the Golden Rock for Emyris. Okay, it might be, okay, because if we remove the Naya, of course, like single target DPS is not enough, but then if we go with the AoE with no Naya, it's 380 DPS, it's 405. Of course, you will say it's still less DPS, which is right, but the issue is this. So I cannot do it on the webpage, but let's go to the game first. So what did they thought that Emyris actually could work with the pet and be better? So because the description of the pet has like it works with the stacks. The more stacks, the more damage the main skill does, and it's based out of you triggering rage. Okay, so I thought maybe passion would work with it. It doesn't. Okay, I verified it with another player. He conducted the test. It doesn't work. I spoke with CS too. But yeah, passion doesn't work, so that already pretty much removes a big part of the synergy with the new pet. And then what does actually work is this, okay? Which is the 20% chance to get 100 rage, which will be almost all the time considering whenever you enter battle, you instantly have passion. Like the only way you will need to trigger this twice is, let's say for example you engage, you kill a target, you retreat and it's below those 30 seconds, then this is in cooldown. The second time you re-engage, you will need to trigger this to then trigger the 100 rage. And this 100 rage would only give you 1 stack on the pet. So let's get back to the page. So that's my wall point, okay? You could get here 1 stack, which if we check with Neya, 5 stacks is 100% extra total mark multiplayer, so this will be at 20%. I made a bit of a estimate match because the issue is I don't know when those that, like, I don't know if that 20% applies to the base damage or if it applies to the total number. If it applies to, like, if it's a 20% extra of this, then this pet will deal more damage than the Golden Rock, because I made the math, it will be like 60 more DPS, but look, I don't think it's worth the risk. First of all, if you're like a main club player like me, you cannot work on this pet until you get on season 4. Okay. So season 1, like, what will you work on? Like on a Sun Laser in case you need one. Like, you know, like Golden Rock gives you the opportunity to grind this pet on the season 1 plus the the end of season reward. Okay. So my recommendation at the end is, like in the last video that you won't be able to see, is I decided to delete it. I don't want to spread like false information, you could say, but like at least information that might hinder the progress of the players that watch my video. So pretty much I said there, like, I wanted 2 Auric Warhounds, 2 Blade Manticores and 1 Berserk Feedrake. Now that changes, it's gonna be 1 Golden Rock, 2 Blade Manticores, well, See, let's do something a bit extra in here. So what I want to do extra is actually see the damage of the Blade Manticore compared to the Auric Warhound, because at the end this is a 3 AoE hit pet and the other one is the 2 AoE hit pet. And the new heroes, I think they do AoE damage, so it could be interesting. I don't remember exactly out of my mind the maximum DPS build, but you can see how I test and how I mean, I know already the core skills. I think this one worked with Fierce Attack, to be honest, and it probably will work with Tooth and Claw. Tooth and Claw is better, for example, when you have a lot of main pet skills, because that buffs a lot its damage. So give me 3 targets. Let me see. Is this 5, 6, 9? If I put this, yeah, Tooth and Claw, because we have. Then maybe this is actually better. 1 sec. Maybe this is better. Yeah, no, it's not, then I cannot put that skill. Like, I really don't like to use Fierce Attack without Intense Fierce Attack, because that, like, the blue one gives it a lot of damage. But for the sake of just focusing on pet damage, yeah, it's gonna be the. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, like, I don't know. I remember for this pet you needed 3 main skills because they affect the AoE. But let me check. So where is it? Intense Fierce Attack. Yeah, less DPS. With this one, probably it's less DPS too. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like this. Where is it? We're gonna leave it like this. So we have 569 DPS. The Auric Warhound is just way stronger. Way stronger. Okay, we need to check something. Okay, we need to check. I think no record towing skill gives rage, so yeah. So pretty much at the end I'd go with 1 Golden Rock, 1 Auric Warhound, 2 Blade Manticores, 1 Berserk Feedrake. That will be my setup for caps. Yeah, this pet is looking super strong, but it needs Neya. Like, he depends on having, because Neya main skill that I will pop in the screen, as you can see, it makes 5 instances of rage. Every single instance of rage is 1 stack, and those stacks are cranking the DPS like crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that March is looking scary. I'm even thinking about Neya with Auric, with this pet. The amount of AoE damage plus the output damage from the pet might be crazy. But again, like, if you put Auric there, then you're like, it will break too much your overall marches, and probably like it might increase a lot the performance on this march but reduce the other one. So I think at the end the marches are very stable. So yeah, I think the Golden Rock is saved, because without this pet triggering with passion and only doing it so with the RNG of Emyris last skill or like Awaken, I don't think it's a safe bet to go for the Golden Rock. And look, I'm happy with it, because I was like, fuck me, you know, like, I took the exuberance from the end of season rewards, I've been grinding the pet, I have good skills for the pet that I've not placed yet, and I was like, don't tell me I just lost all the investment of 1.5 months or 2 because of this new pet. But no, I do think devs put a lot of thought in releasing new heroes and making sure the pet only literally works for them. So yeah, see you in the next one.